Mysterious stranger. Hello? Anyone there yet? Maybe I gave bad directions. Hello? Anybody? Oh, wonderful. I was getting worried. So, here's the situation. You need to get into the vault. I need to get out. This door isn't intended for easy access, so it'll require joint authorization from both sides to open. I'm on this side and authorized. You're on that side and not authorized. But no worries. I've got a plan. All of the Lost were once members of the Vault and should have authorization. You just need to get a hold of a hand and scan it. Easy peasy. That's right. Just a bit of post-mortem amputation and we'll be set. Just scan the hand once you've got time's a ticking. Chop, chop! Ooh, sorry. Anyway, I gotta run, but I'll be back. Scan a hand! Bye!
good you're here, and you're not lost, I assume. If you are, say so, because that would be a major breakthrough. Ah, good. Well, bit of a downer, actually. Got my hopes up for a second, but I digress. Anyway, I'm Hilda Stoltz. Hi. I'm head of the organic sector, which is... But don't worry, my Uncle Hugo... In the Overseer's office, as he... Oh, and I've just... Anyway, like I said, Uncle Hugo, down the...
The new animals up there. Any of them good for eating? Don't you be starting to change things up around here. We got a system, and it works.
Willkommen. Bitte komm rein. My niece told me to expect you. And do not mind my appearance. I can assure you I mean no harm. Can the same be said of you, though, outsider? Do you intend to harm us? Where are my manners? I did not mean to be so standoffish. You are a most welcome guest here. I cannot be too careful. It has been a long time since we've spoken with anyone from the surface. Ah, fascinating. Is that the faint clicking of a Pip-Boy I hear? How grand. A colleague from another paradise below the ground. Vault 76, I take it? What a pleasant surprise. Oh, don't be silly. You certainly aren't from any of the others nearby. There's no need to be coy. I think we can both gather why I'd come to such a conclusion. Wunderbar. Kismet even. We are having fun now, aren't we? Listen, my new friend. Regardless of what pretenses my dear niece may have brought you here with, I believe I can repay you for your effort. No, opportunity. And your silly surface currency too, I suppose. As you may have ventured to guess on your trip here, our beloved Shenandoah has seen better days. I'm in the midst of trying to get this under control, but our vault is still in a bit of a state of shock. If you'd be willing to engage in a bit of freelance work, I'm sure I can provide plenty of payment in kind. Fantastic. I'm pleased to hear it. Perhaps I should introduce myself to assuage any hesitation you have. I am Hugo Stoltz, overseer of Vault 63, yes, but also a principled man of business from the world of yore. Founder and CEO of Stoltz Enterprises, respected member of Vault-Tech's board of directors, and overall international man of mystery. Allow me to formally welcome you to Vault 63 as our, let's say, outside consultant. Yes, that'll do perfectly. Oh, please. Hugo is just fine. Now, I'm sure you have many questions. I would expect no less, but I promise your first task will help to answer much. Speak with our Chief of Security, James T. Oberlin, and fetch me his latest situation report. I'd like to have him vet you a bit before we proceed any further. I'm sure he'd be happy to answer questions for you about our current predicament while you're at it. You'll do splendidly, I'm sure. What would Cassie do?
Never mind that. Have you heard? There's been contact from the outside.
These jumpsuits don't leave much room for expression.
Cassie. What are we gonna do?
The new animals up there. Any of them good for eating?
You should have arrived a few years back. The old vault sure was something. You know, for the accident.
As if things weren't bad enough. Now I have to keep an eye on an outsider. Been expecting you. James T. Oberlin, Chief of Security, Vault 63. Formerly United States Army. Ordinarily, an outsider would report directly to the security offices. But as you've seen, Mr. Stoltz isn't fond of ordinary. How exactly did you end up on our doorstep, outsider? And you were able to dispose of them. Interesting. Must mean you have some combat training. That could be helpful. Well, considering I'm entirely lacking any sort of credentials or background on you, perhaps you could fill me in on your history.
You should have arrived a few years back. The old vault sure is something.
You do seem fit to fight, at least.
Before the
But that's not really an answer to my question. I won't fault you for a lie by omission, though. You seem eager and able enough. I've already been made aware that you're a dweller from Vault 76. Mr. Stoltz buzzed me ahead of your arrival and filled me in on the situation. Sorry for the test, but wanted to see how you present yourself. I appreciate your attempt to take this seriously, but I won't say I don't have my doubts. Let's see how this plays out, though. Here's my status report for Mr. Stoltz. You're dismissed, unless you have other questions. Is there a reason you're loitering in my office?
Supplies are starting to dwindle. Stock
Right. Schultz, act like it. Proud.
Seeing someone do so much good around here.
Ah, you've returned. Yes, that. Don't worry about that now. I have a... Tell me, are we our brains? Yes, precisely. But is that not just scratching the surface? Consciousness, perception, encoding and the formation of memories. To take the observable world and sculpt from it a translation of ourselves, of others. And in the eyes of others, how many versions of us exist? Of course. I apologize. I may have failed to mention this before, but I am or was blind. Born that way. After the incident that left me in this state, I became able to truly see the world. Well, perhaps it's more accurate to say, I feel the world. Pulses of electricity, waves bending and refracting, gentle hums of life vibrating shapes into being. This world I see, I share it with the lost. I live as they do, yet I remain myself. Perhaps more myself than I was before. But others were lost to it, and to us. Friends, colleagues, loved ones. When they witness this world, they're minded... Well, I suppose I cannot explain what their mind perceives, just as one could never explain sight to me before. We have been trying to learn why this connection was permanently severed between us. Desperately so.
Don't you be starting to change things up around here. We got a system and it works, damn it.
A scientist, are you? Just like my Audrey and little Hilda. We are unsure of why, but we suspect that my condition may have mutated differently than others. Perhaps it was my proximity to... Oh, never mind me. This sort of talk is dreadfully boring. All of this is to say we need your help, my friend. There are many problems at our feet, and you are uniquely equipped to help us. Thank you. That truly means the world to me. Let's discuss next steps. There's 2 sets of investigations I'd have you undertake. Your new friend Oberlin can fill you in on one, and I'd be happy to walk you through the other. Take a moment to relax and process. Speak with either of us when you're ready to hear the details. And once again, life is no pony farm.
Seeing someone do so much good around here. It's refreshing. Don't you be starting to change things up around here. We got a system, and it works, damn it.
So, shall we begin? There. Excellent. As you've hopefully been made aware by now, the source of the weather phenomenon outside is a device that is under our control. Or rather, the lack thereof. Control, that is. In order to solve this error, we'll need to acquire the weather machine's blueprints. They are in the wall safe just over there. If only it were that simple. The safe can only be opened with a key that my beloved wife Cassie has chosen to hide in a very secure location. So secure that only she knows where it is. This is problematic, as she has been unwell and unresponsive for quite some time. That said, she was a diligent note-keeper. I'm certain you could find out where she moved the key to if you were to search through her notes. You should find them all in our room upstairs. It is unlocked, so you should be able to just walk in. With my condition as it is, I'm unable to do this myself, and thus, my new friend, the task falls to you. You will? Oh, wie Wunder. Best of luck.
Seeing someone do so much good around here. It's refreshing. Been a long time since we had a good community gathering around here.
could use some help over here.
There was a landslide around the mansion? I wonder how that happened.
There was a landslide around the mansion.
Supplies are starting to dwindle a little, even with from the supply runs. You know.
What the hell are you doing in here? Get your filthy hands off her! What's that?
Oh. I understand. I apologize. Truly. I'm just very protective of her, you know? She is my other half, and life is just not complete without her. Of course she has the key herself. I should have known. Yes, very well. If you would excuse me, I would come find me when you have the blueprints.
I'm tired of all the red tape and security checks just to get a breath of barely fresh air. Someone do so much good around here. It's refreshing.